Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jim and Frank's Thursday Throwdown!
Jim,
Yeah,
it's our Halloween episode.
it is.
This has nothing to do with the band or the albums. But
So
what we got?
Are you Batman?
I'm Batman.
Oh, okay.
What do we got?
Alice Cooper
Oh, my goodness.
putting $1 Billion Babies, 1973, up against Welcome to My Nightmare, 1975.
Oh, my. What were we? 75. Junior high.
Had to be like 7th grade, something
Something
like
like that. Yeah. Big hit.
Don't make me count it off.
No. Only Women Bleed.
Huge.
I did not understand that song when it came out. I mean,
I kind of got it, right?
yeah.
Women take all the abuse, essentially.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
when he gets that one line about, black eyes and different things, I understood, oh, this is, they carry the load and then they still get all the grief behind it.
Yeah, it was I probably didn't get it right away, but at a certain point I understood like what a really dark song this
Right.
is, right?
Right. And a huge hit.
And a huge hit. I was thinking they released 3 singles off of this.
Mm-hmm.
I think what was Welcome to My Nightmare was one.
Right.
Only Women Bleed.
Department of Youth.
And it was it Department of Youth?
Right.
But the only one I ever heard on AM radio was Only Women Bleed.
Only Women Bleed. And
Right.
it was a ballad.
And it was a monster.
Yeah.
You couldn't get in the car without hearing it.
No, not that time. We'll go backwards in a minute, but let's talk about Welcome to My Nightmare because it was such a huge influence on me, being an Alice Cooper fan, and not understanding that it was essentially a solo album. And
Yeah, is this right when he changed became Alice
I
Cooper?
guess he had legally changed his name. Yeah. And I was reading today that the band, the original Alice Cooper band, one of Alice's lawyers found a loophole in their contract, and the band wanted to do a soundtrack for something, and the record company wanted Alice Cooper to break out and be Alice Cooper. And so the lawyer found this loophole where, hey, you guys can go do this soundtrack all you want, and we're going to go make a record.
They became $1 Billion Babies, right?
$1 Billion Babies is what they played as after that, right? So they were already using Bob Ezrin as a producer. He had already worked with them. So he gathered up Lou Reed and his touring band and went into the studio. And Welcome to My Nightmare, I think, was an instant hit. I loved it from the moment I put it on. It was eerie. It was different from, not necessarily different from Alice Cooper, the band, but it was different from a lot of the music I was listening to at that time.
Todd had this record, so I would hear it at his house.
Okay.
We'd throw that on, and I love this record. I mean, I mean, now that I have some distance from it,
Right.
like I see like how I would say heavy-handed, but it's definitely a Bob Ezrin production,
Yes. Yes.
right? And like when you throw it next to say an album like Destroyer,
Mhm.
there's a lot of similarities in the
Oh,
way
yeah.
both of those records are produced,
Yeah.
right?
Well, one of the guitar players, Dick Wagner's on both.
Is on both of them. That's true.
But yeah, Ezrin had his style, and it was, I call it almost cinematic music because it's big and it could be played, in a large arena and sound fantastic.
I think that guy's a genius myself.
I do too.
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah. And I don't know how much of his genius comes from the nose candy that he abused, but you think of the bands that he has produced and made gigantic classic albums: Alice Cooper, Kiss, Pink Floyd, right?
There's a moment in Paul Stanley's book where he's talking about some of the alcohol, drug abuse that's going on in the band,
Right.
and he said, Bob was notorious for being on cocaine and drinking Remy Martin, like kind of nonstop. He said, but you know what? The quality of that guy's work never wavered
No.
whatsoever.
That crazy.
Although you have to wonder, would it have been better without it? I mean,
Right.
but he turned out some amazing albums.
Yeah. This let me pull this up real quick. Of course, we have Vincent Price on here,
Yes.
right? I think that cemented him and Alice Cooper together afterwards, because do you remember, I don't know if it was Sonny and Cher or whatever variety show there was, but Alice Cooper was on it. And I wanted to see Vincent Price because I wanted to hear Welcome to My Nightmare.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
they omitted that part.
Yeah.
Like, that's not right. That belongs on there.
Unfortunately.
Devil's Food, love that. The Black Widow, of course.
Yep.
Some folks. Now we've talked about other people who have a certain style. They're rock and rollers, and yet they like a show tune type of deal.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper, he has some kind of affinity for 30s and 40s music. A lot of his off the wall tunes will have that kind of smoky
Yeah, kind of
bar. Yeah.
vibe. Sure.
So, and we talk about Only Women Bleed, and how, as a kid, how bizarre and how much did we laugh at Cold Ethel?
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, he'd had really kind of dark, and we'll get into some of that on Billion Dollar Babies, right? He had some really dark stuff, but this song was dark but lighthearted. It didn't have the I mean, it's an absurd song.
Yes. Well, this is one that, of course, as I've grown older, it hasn't grown with me. I still, enjoy it, but I don't love the humor that I once did.
Well, I mean, you've had it for a lot of years, and you've had it for 50 years, right? So, when you think about that kind of time, right?
Yeah.
I still love it. It's a great riff.
The guitar itself is outstanding. Escape, I love that song, that final song on the record. What a way to end a
Same.
record.
Hollywood Stars.
There you go.
Got Mark Anthony co-wrote that with who's the kooky guy?
Oh, escapes me now.
Yeah.
Steven is on this record, and he would pop up again on Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. But, oh man, great album.
Department of Youth, one of my all-time favorite songs.
Right.
And one of my all-time favorite moments on the record is him name check
Donny Osmond.
Donny Osmond.
What?
Classic.
Yes, that's great. And this is one time where you're not opposed to a fade out.
No, absolutely not.
And
It works.
That's why sometimes the fade outs work, because they throw something in like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because in that fade out is where you hear the Donny Osmond and he's all, what?
Yeah, it's great.
How dare you?
Yep, I love that. Well, let's move on to $1 Million Babies. Billion Dollar
Okay.
Babies.
Billion Dollar Babies.
Man. This record, again, Bob Ezrin produced. They do the Hello Hooray, which was a Rolf Kemp song originally. And Judy Collins did a cover of it also.
Oh,
Yeah. I actually went and looked that up. It's on YouTube and iTunes.
I've probably heard it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not
regular
not
Judy,
blanking on it right
much slower version. The biggest hit probably Alice ever had, maybe No More Mr. Nice Guy.
now. Still a genius song.
Yes.
Genius.
Yep. Still plays it live to this day.
As he should.
Yep. Uh,
Lyrically fantastic. And it was even though I heard that song at like kind of a young age, when I went back and really kind of read the lyrics, I thought like that, for all the kind of hate or whatever this guy gets, and I remember it was about the time of this record, and somehow I got into a conversation about Alice Cooper with my dad, and he's like, well, he's got all these like babies on stage and he cuts their heads off and he's throwing doll parts around and stuff. And I was like, wow, that sounds radical, which probably never happened. But I remember reading those lyrics and just thinking, this guy's just a really, really smart individual.
One thing about Alice Cooper and the lyrics that he has written over the years is they are always witty.
Very witty.
Yeah.
Double entendres,
Right.
lots of humor.
Right. And for a person who was picketed and protested against by so many religious groups and everything else, if you go and listen to his music over the years, it wasn't that bad.
No.
It was thought-provoking, but he was never anti-religion. And it's strange to go back and watch some of his old interviews, and he says, I don't even talk about the devil. I don't talk about God. It's just,
I know.
they think I do.
Exactly. That's the whole No More Mr. Nice Guy
Right.
thing, right?
That's the genius of Alice Cooper.
Right. And I mean, and the guy is, now he's a very outspoken, devout Christian.
Yes.
And makes no bones about stating that
No apologies for it.
right out. And at a certain point, I remember an interview with him saying, like, a song like Cold Ethel isn't meant to be taken serious.
Right. Tongue in cheek.
Right. He goes, and I think kids are smart enough to know that.
Right.
Right. Nobody's really advocating for necrophilia. Right.
He was the first person I ever heard say, I don't think our kids are going out watching Bugs Bunny or Wile E. Coyote and painting, tunnels on rocks and running into them.
Somebody actually did that in a car ran into.
Probably wasn't a kid, though. Wasn't a kid.
Probably wasn't a kid. No. Yeah, exactly. Right. Like kids are smart enough to figure out,
Right.
what it is. I always kind of took that song as a double entendre because he's talking about the refrigerator and he's talking about Cold Ethel. And so I'm thinking alcohol.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Right. Cold Ethel.
Sure. Well, we can go backwards again on this album on Billion Dollar Babies. We do have I Love the Dead, and
Which is a dark song.
dark song, and the band didn't want it on that record. Alice Cooper said, "No, this is big time." The record company didn't even want that song on the record. They thought it was just too dark.
Yeah.
But when you
I can understand that.
sandwich it in with Sick Things and Mary Ann, that's a hilarious song.
He's the original horror rocker,
Yes,
right? Horror rock.
I think so.
Shock rock, is that what they used to call it?
Shock rock. And there were a few before him that wore makeup and sang outlandish things, but I don't think anybody took it to the level he did.
No, I don't think so. I mean, Bowie was pretty outrageous, mostly in his looks, right? But Alice was a dark bent. He was more like a horror show, right?
Well, it was meant to shock you. It was meant to be visual as much as it was the music, and it worked.
Yeah, it's funny. I was listening to that story about him buying one of the letters in the Hollywood sign
Right.
when it was all falling apart. He bought it for his buddy Groucho Marx.
Right.
But he talked about how all those guys would come to see him play,
Yeah.
and
It was
talked
vaudeville.
about like they got a kick out of it. They thought it was vaudeville,
Yeah. Well, he
right?
had the-
Because of all the stuff that was going on stage.
Yeah. Uh, I saw him on a triple bill. Took the boys, Dominic and Gino, to see Queensryche, Alice Cooper, and Heaven and Hell.
Oh, wow.
And Alice did all the hits, popped the balloons with the confetti in it at the end, you know, did the guillotine, had his head chopped off, and the big monsters running around, the whole bit. I had seen him once before, years before that, and a lot of the same show.
Sure.
Vaudeville, it doesn't grow old when it's played to that music. Just loved it.
Yeah, he was the master.
How about the visual from Unfinished Suite? That's a longer song.
It's a longer, it's like 6 minutes long
Six,
or
yeah.
something like that.
But it goes into him going under the gas and getting the tooth
Right.
popped out. You know.
It's a total story song.
Yes. Yeah, love it. Love it. Elected was a big hit.
One of my all-time favorites still to this day.
Me too. And of course, Billion Dollar Babies, where he goes back and forth with the lyrics, and it's a haunting song the way that they did it. Love it, love it. I still have my original album, and it came with a sheet of trading cards.
Oh,
They
cool.
weren't really trading cards. It's just a flat sheet that looked like trading cards, and a young Frank took his scissors and made trading cards out of them.
Oh, smart move.
Dumb. But anyways,
How could you know?
exactly. I did a lot of those things with the records that who knew? Who knew?
Who knew?
So yeah, Billion Dollar Babies was 1973, went platinum.
Yeah.
It was the band's sixth and final album as a band. Man, fantastic. Do you think when he went solo and it went to Welcome to My Nightmare that the overall product got better? Was it the same, or was something missing?
I think it got more commercial.
Mhm.
It's kind of looking also again 1973 to 1975. I think the production's better on
It
Welcome
is.
to My Nightmare, right? It's cleaner. It's
But you know what? Welcome to My Nightmare only topped at number 23 on the charts. Billion Dollar Babies had a week at number 1. They both went platinum.
yeah, you'd have to look at what else was out at that time. I
Right.
mean, 75 was a strong year, right?
Yep, absolutely. I
Probably
agree.
probably kept out of the upper slots by somebody like the Eagles or Fleetwood Mac or something
Yeah.
silly.
It was a big time for that music. Well, do you have a favorite between these two?
I do.
Yeah.
Sentimental favorite for me is Welcome to My Nightmare.
Ah, okay.
A great album cover too.
Yes, it is. I disagree.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Yeah, Billion Dollar Babies, from the snakeskin cover to the little baby with the makeup and the songs overall. I love Welcome to My Nightmare. I love that album. But Billion Dollar Babies holds up for me a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Love Billion Dollar Babies. So, if you're going to tell someone, hey, check out Alice Cooper, either one of these two albums are going to be the right ones.
Yeah, I mean, Billion Dollar Babies, I think the singles are probably a little stronger.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't, but again, Only Women Bleed. You can't deny that
No, you
for
can't.
Welcome to My Nightmare album.
However, No More Mr. Nice Guy, Elected. Like you said, No More Mr. Nice Guy maybe is most popular ever single.
Well, there was a string.
I don't know.
I'm 18. Is it my body? I mean, those early albums each had a few great tracks. Billion Dollar Babies to me is great start to finish. Generation Landslide, you talk about deep lyrics and a testament to what's going on at that particular time.
Well, let me ask you a question. What do you think is the best single off of Billion Dollar Babies?
I'm gonna, gosh, because we have Elected, Hello Hooray, No More Mr. Nice Guy, Billion Dollar Babies. Believe it or not, I think I'm gonna go with Elected
Okay.
because it's a commercial song.
It's a pretty commercial song.
Yep.
Uh,
And
better than Only Women Bleed.
for me, yes.
See?
And the reason being is his vocals are not, he is not made to be a ballad singer. He has a certain tone to his voice, and it's a rocking voice. The Only Wind Bleeds is an excellent song, but there's something left to be desired for me there.
Yeah, it was I can remember hearing that on the radio and thinking like this doesn't sound Alice Cooper to me,
Right.
right? I was used to No More Mr. Nice Guy and
Sure.
like the stuff like that,
I
right?
got you.
And there's harder stuff on the record, obviously,
Mhm.
on Welcome to My Nightmare. Um, I think as a package, I'm gonna go production wise.
Okay. I understand.
Gonna go with Welcome to My Nightmare.
There you go. All right. Well, there it is. We have a split decision.
Yeah, another split
Nothing-
decision.
Nothing wrong with that. What about the viewer, the listener? What do you guys think? Welcome to My Nightmare, Billion Dollar Babies.
Yeah, I think I might be in the minority on this one,
I
but
don't know.
that's okay.
There's
I'm
a lot
okay
of
with
people who didn't get into Alice Cooper until Welcome to My Nightmare.
Welcome to My Nightmare. Yeah, that's
So,
potentially so.
so we'll see. Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah, absolutely. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Share it.
You know how easy it is to share our show, and just pick one person who you think likes music, and hey, check these
Check
guys
this out.
Yeah, what do you think, Alice Cooper?
Yeah.
See what happens. All right, Jim. Till next time.
All right. We'll see you next Thursday.